Welcome to our NBA free agency show where we're going to go over some of the free agency moves as free agency just kicked off at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot going on. We got, the KD and Kyrie story that's going on right now. So I'm not going to waste any more time. But before I do all of that, but without further ado, I'm going to bring in my guest, my co host for today's show, the guy who I started off doing podcasts with called Let Us Talk. I'm talking about none other than my guy, Keelan Broadus, aka Fats. Fats, you in the building with me?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey man, I'm finally we finally got it going on right now. So it's a lot I want to get into. It's a lot I want to talk about. What's going on with the KD and Kyrie situation? What's your thoughts on the whole thing?
Kevin Durant was like, NBA, hold my beer right quick. He just dropped us with a bomb. Um, it's crazy that that report came out on the police report that they want to play together. And I know a lot of NBA fans ain't gonna like this, but now I'm starting to see the reports. I predicted like a week ago that a potential team may be the Lakers, and I think a lot, like 90% of the NBA fans will hate it, but it makes so much sense right now. You got Russ who picked up his player option. Kyrie picked it up. Yes, it's one is 47, one is 36. Yes, it's going to be a lot of moving parts. But if I was the Lakers, I would trade Kyrie first. Then LeBron and Kyrie, hey, you might as well just come. Y'all want to play together, so let's make it work. And like I said before, I don't know any player that's better than Anthony Davis that any team can trade and not lose their best player. Like what Joe Embiid, you're not going to trade Embiid just to pair James Harden and Harden back together. Doesn't make no sense. You're not going to trade Giannis. They don't have enough. You're not going to trade Luca. But you do have this guy named Anthony Davis. Yes, he's injury prone. KD and Anthony's contract is nearly the same. So I would go after Kyrie first, then convince KD to come. And it's very possible. Now, if they do that, Lakers gonna win the next three.
Man, so that was a lot for people to take in. So what you're basically saying is you believe that Katie and Kyrie are coming to LA.
It's a strong possibility because where else can they go? At first, Kevin Durant, his two top choices was the Heat and the Suns. Now, I already said it earlier today that the Nets are going to want Devin Booker. Devin Booker just signed 214 max contract. He's not going anywhere. So I don't know if DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges is enough to pair them. I get you can trade CP3. I get that, but that's not going to work. Now, how can the Heat get Kyrie and Kevin Durant? Okay, so if say you get Kyrie, who are you going to give up for Kyrie? That in return will make Brooklyn feel happy. Kyle Lowry, no. You want to give up Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, or one of those for Kyrie? How you gonna get Kevin Durant? Because those two pieces plus them is how you get Kevin Durant. So how is that going to work? So I'm just like I'm predicting it's a possibility, but the main dynamic is will it tarnish Kevin Durant's legacy because you play with Steph, now you play with LeBron. So I don't know if Kevin Durant, he's sensitive. Sometimes he listens to people, the fans on Twitter. So I don't know if he wants that reaction. Like, man, you got to join Steph now and LeBron. But is it a possibility? Yes. Do I want it to happen? Yes.
Man, I'm gonna get into that real quick, but before because this is why I wanted to do the show exactly at 6 o'clock so we can start talking about some moves as they're being made. So right now, Bradley Beal just re-signed. He got the max deal, 251 million to stay with the Washington Wizards, which I kind of felt like that was going to happen. Um, let's see here, Devin Booker got a $214 million max deal. Uh,
Jokic,
yeah, Jokic
264.
got $264 million max deal right now. So those guys are staying home. Man, Victor Oladipo just agreed to a 1 year, $11 million deal to stay with the Miami Heat. Bobby Portis just re-signed with the Milwaukee Bucks, 4 years, $49 million.
Mm.
Um, Nicholas Batum just re-signed uh, with the Clippers, 2 years, 22 million. And of course, for the people who are tuning in right now, they can't officially sign until I think July 13th, but they have agreed in principle to re-sign back with these teams. Oh, Malik Monk decided to sign with the Kings, 2 years, 20 million.
Oh, you got to get that check.
2 years. Uh,
That was a trade asset they could have used, but
So he's gone to the Kings. Anthony Simons agrees to a 4 year contract extension with the Portland Trailblazers for $100 million.
oh, I was thinking 85. He got 100.
He got a
Wow,
hundred. Yeah, PJ Tucker has agreed to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers, 3 years, $33 million.
man, he gonna be like 40, 41.
This is the trade I don't get. I mean, not the trade, the signing, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Jalen Brunson, 110 million over 4 years to the New York Knicks. Now, Fats, I go to you for a lot of NBA knowledge. I don't understand this. What is this infatuation with Jalen Brunson that people feel like he's worth the New York Knicks, I should say, feel like he's worth that much money. I don't get that one. That one I don't agree with that one.
He's a bucket. I mean, the playoffs he did his thing. I was thinking more of like 4 years, 85 mil, but 110. That's a little too steep. And he's gonna play in the Garden, and if he doesn't perform, I don't know. That's not gonna look good. And just the pairing with R.J. Barrett, who kind of needs the ball, and with Julius Randle, I don't know. I don't like the fit. And hey, go get your money, young fella. But I don't know. Yes, he did get a little paid.
Jalen, but again, this is the New York Knicks, so they prone to doing stuff like this. So let's see what else we got going on.
Yeah. They made, the Knicks. They still got Derrick Rose, but knowing them, they're gonna sign two more point guards and three more power forwards.
Hey man, the Knicks is gonna be the Knicks. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. So those are some of the deals right there. Did any of those free agents sign? Oh, hold on. Tyus Jones agrees to $30 million extension with the Grizzlies, 2 years, $30 million.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Keeping that core together. So let's talk about the trade that happened the other day. DeJounte Murray to the Atlanta Hawks. How do you feel about that trade?
I love that trade. I love it. That's going to put them back in the playoffs, probably a top five, top six seed. You know, great defender. He gonna lock you up, get some steals. He had an All-Star year. He gonna get you some triple doubles. But then, he just toughens up the backcourt. He gonna let Trey. He can bring the ball up. Trey, he can run some screens like some Steph Curry type of screens, get some wide open shots. They look scary. The backcourt looks scary because I know John Collins. He don't want to be there. So we're gonna see what they're gonna want to do with him. But as far as the backcourt, it looks scary.
Do you think they keep John Collins because like you said, now they got this backcourt. So now I'm thinking, if I'm John Collins, like, yeah, we can do something with this.
Well, I seen the report he done. They have some footage of him. He was crossing his hands in the corner pouting. So I think he's done. So maybe you can get something else. I don't know, but it would make sense. But you got to convince him. I mean, he already got paid, so it's maybe they got to sit him down and have that big board conversation. Like, look, man, we got a nice team. We can actually make a nice run the next 2-3 years, even next year. We was in the conference finals, 2 years ago. So we can probably get back there, But you got to be all in with us.
Yeah, I don't think he's all in right now.
No, he's not.
Man, let's see. So anyways, going back to this KD news that just broke today, do you think that this was all a strategic plan by KD and Kyrie? Because of course, the
Yes.
the days leading up to it, Kyrie would he resign? Would he not resign? And then he opts back in for his final year. And then 2 days later, KD says trade me. So do you think this was all a ploy set up by them from the start?
Yes. 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 I look, and you remember the footage of the All-Star team. I mean, the All-Star game, they was in the hallway talking. And One thing about Kevin Durant, I'm gonna tell you this: he can be persuaded. He left OKC. Who persuaded him to go to Golden State at the Hamptons? The top
Dray,
player, right?
yeah, Draymond, Clay, Steph, yeah,
Why did he go to Brooklyn?
Kyrie.
When was the time he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go on my own team. He hasn't done it. So if they still want to be together, why not be persuaded to go to LA with Kyrie? Yes, it's gonna be a knock because he's playing with LeBron, but you got to think off the court, his business ventures. He already set up in Oakland, right? He set up in New York. Why not set up in LA? And think about it, it's the limelight. Hey, this would be a perfect place for you to retire. You can really amp all your businesses up, and look, I'm gonna take a seat back. You know, Go ahead, it's y'all. And I even think LeBron was talking to Kevin Durant because we already heard that Kyrie and LeBron been talking and communicating. So yes, I think it's set up, and you already know how the NBA players is. You already know they be talking, and we don't even know. Then they
Yeah.
all sign together.
hmm So let me ask you this: if let's speak in hypotheticals right now. We see some of the free agent signings right now, but I want to be I'm fixated on this KD joint right now. Hypothetically, KD and Kyrie, because I know you said what does this do for KD's legacy, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. What the hell happens to Ben Simmons? Like, what goes on with that situation? What does he do?
You see, he posted on Twitter or his IG story. See, he said something like it feels incredible. So my scenario is build around Ben Simmons. You probably gotta get some like a younger core, or I feel like the Nets they want to win now. Like I said, Ben Simmons and Anthony Davis they are clutch clients, right? You compare them to you don't have to have Russ and Brooklyn. Make some pieces. You already know if you got Ben Simmons and Anthony Davis, they both are locked down to finish. People forget about Joe Harris. Get two more like some shooters, some more defenders. Like Brooklyn can be a top 3, top 4 seed. And I know, and if this happens, Anthony Davis is going to be on a mission. He's going to be on a mission, like possible MVP year if he's healthy. So Brooklyn can really contend next year. One thing about Brooklyn, I don't think no one's talking about. What is the locker room? How was that locker room like the
Mm-hmm.
front office for them to lose? Brooklyn lost James Harden basically by lose Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the same season. That's crazy to me. I don't know if that ever happened in NBA history. Like, so yes, I get the Kyrie vaccination mandate where he couldn't play, but if you look at the totality of the season, was this all Kyrie? Was it all like
Yeah,
why does
yeah.
why does Kevin Durant want to leave now? Because they was just saying in the reports a few days ago, Kevin Durant he's loyal and boom boom boom. But now it's like I don't know. But going back to the original point, I think if you can get an Anthony Davis for Kevin Durant, and you can get, a 3-team deal where Russ doesn't have to be there, so Ben Simmons could be your point forward. You got Joe Harris. Like Brooklyn can be a top 3, top 4 seed if they help you.
Well, hold on. Some more free agent signings. We got DeAndre Jordan going to the Denver Nuggets. Uh,
As a player coach,
yeah, I don't get that. That's the latest free agent signing as far as right now. Another player who I think, well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to the free agency news here in a second. KD, let's talk about KD's legacies. So for those who are just tuning in right now on YouTube, you already know who it is. It's your boy Q Walker, and I'm on the phone with my host for today, Fats. Um, the KD legacy. If like I said, we speaking in hypotheticals right now. If he was to go, first of all, KD, Kyrie, and LeBron would just be the craziest line. Would that be the craziest lineup, big three that we have ever seen? That's
if 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 this was like 3 years ago, but go ahead.
okay. So if
It
this
still
was
can be.
3 years ago, it,
No, it still can be. Even we just seen 37 LeBron average 30.
okay. So would you pick the LeBron, KD, and Kyrie lineup over the James Harden, Kyrie, and KD?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
You got James Harden. You notice every time James Harden gets to a team, he kills.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But he did his thing in Houston. But when he got to Brooklyn, he was an MVP candidate. He gets to Philly, what did he do? Kill. Then he saw some clubs and he saw some chicken wings. So, but LeBron, he's going to stay in shape. He's already in the gym right now. If it's one player that can get to Kyrie, it's LeBron James.
Mm.
You know, it's that one player. But then, what does Kevin Durant want to do? He just want to hoop.
He just want to hoop.
LeBron, he's going to like he wanted to give Kyrie the keys. He tried to give Anthony Davis the keys, but his body broke down.
Mm-hmm.
But Kevin Durant don't even. He was like, man, just give me the rock. You know what I mean? So it's more like LeBron just got to be a leader. He's going to probably average 12 assists because I think he's going to let them just get off. LeBron's still going to average like 24 to 25.
Yeah, I think in that role, LeBron's gonna take over point guard, Kyrie the two, and then uh, KD at the three. But back to the original question at hand: what does this do for KD's legacy? For me, I don't think he really does anything for his legacy because I feel like where do we rank him anyways? Now, if KD was in like the all time great conversation or anything like that, then I would say yeah maybe. But as of right now, as far as I know, nobody has him in the greatest of all time conversation. So to me, it really doesn't hurt his legacy because what was his legacy like? What, top 15, top 20 all time? So what? I mean, it really didn't do anything to his legacy. But what's your thoughts on what do you think it does for his legacy?
It will help his legacy. Oh, it didn't help Steph Curry's legacy this year?
But see, Steph Curry, his legacy got improved because everybody was saying, "Can you win one without KD?" So he went and won one without KD. So can
It
K,
it will. I'm gonna tell you why I think it can help his legacy. People are only going to focus on you won because of Steph Curry and LeBron James.
uh,
Okay, I got that. But when I was there, who was Finals MVP?
KD?
Kevin Durant. Without that Achilles, they'd have three-peated. He would have three Finals MVP. So now look, if he was to go to Miami and they win it, there's still going to be an argument between Steph Curry and Kevin Durant all the time. It's still going to have that argument. Who's the overall better player is Kevin Durant. But their resume, how you want to put it, they're going to be debated. There's nothing Kevin Durant can do to pass LeBron at this stage in his career. I don't think there's nothing he can do.
I agree.
But if he goes to Los Angeles to play with LeBron and say they run three off, say he wins two, but imagine if he wins two or three Finals MVP. Now he got 4 or 5 finals. Just say five. He got 5 finals MVP. So his argument was like, when I played with Steph, I was the best player. When I played with LeBron, I was the best player. And people criticize Kevin Durant for Golden State's move until they got on the court. Then everybody forgot about that move.
Mm-hmm.
People remember it now because Steph Curry just won. So if they win three, LeBron's going to be 40, right? So
Right.
Kevin Durant got 5 rings, 5 MVPs. Everybody's thinking about it now. Go the next 10, 15 years. Oh, yeah, he did this and that. But then look at Kevin Durant's resume. He may get 30,000 points, 5 rings, 5 Finals MVP, one MVP, and all the accolades he has. Now, stack that resume up against anybody. He's not going to be a top 10 player. He's going to go to like a top 7, top 5, top 6.
Okay. Okay. So hold on. We got some more free agent. We got Mo Bamba staying with the Orlando Magic for 2 years, 21 million. Uh, Wes Matthews staying with the Bucks. Jingling Joe Ingles has signed with the Bucks for 1 year. I like that. Lou Dort re-signs with the Oklahoma City Thunder, 5 years, $87 million.
Then he got paid.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see
I'm
what.
about to say 2 years, 2.3.
Nah, 87.5, five
That's
years.
the
Lou
money.
Dort. Let's see what else we got going on right now. I think that's it for right now as far as any more signings. I mean, all of them I look, minor signings, but I'm gonna pull out this free agency list, man, and I'm gonna get your opinion on who or what is gonna happen with these guys. Starting off with Zach LaVine, does he re-sign with the Chicago Bulls or what?
Resign Max.
He re-signs and gets the max.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we already seen what Bradley Beal's doing. James Harden is already taking a pay cut and decided to stick with the
He
76.
already he already resigned?
Well, he didn't resign just yet, but he agreed in principle. I think it's like 3 years, 100 and something million. It wasn't confirmed, but that was the report. Um, Here's an interesting one for you, DeAndre Ayton. Okay, everybody knows. Well, if you watch the NBA, people know the situation between him and Phoenix. He wants a max. Phoenix said they don't feel like he's worth a max, so they said, okay, well, test the market. You'll be a restricted free agent, which means that teams can bid on DeAndre Ayton, and the Phoenix Suns have the opportunity to either match that or let him go. Now, DeAndre Ayton, if a team throws a bag at him and gives him the max, do you think Phoenix will match it?
Ooh, I seen a report that I like. Maybe trade him for. I don't know if he can do a sign and trade because he's a restricted free agent. I'm pretty sure he can.
Yeah, you can.
I like him going to Indiana because I think he would be the man in Indiana. And sometimes he ain't get enough touches. I don't know, but you ain't gonna get that point guard like Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get some money. So I don't know if they're gonna match it. I think they can get someone like a sign and trade on a lesser deal. I like Indiana.
So you like Indiana. So who would Indiana have? So if we go with your situation and scenario, a sign and trade, who would Indiana give up?
Miles Turner.
Just Miles Turner? Okay.
You can probably. I gotta think of their roster. I know they ain't giving up. I've got his name. Dort, not Dort. I've got his name. Light skinned dude. They're not gonna
Brogdon.
give up. They're not gonna give up him. It's probably some parts they can give up and throw like some draft picks or something in there.
Oh,
Maybe
you talking about Tyrese Halliburton?
him? No. It's another one.
Okay. Okay.
I
Uh,
got their name. Oh
I
my.
I got another guy for you real quick because you from Ohio. You live in Ohio. Colin Sexton is a restricted free agent. Do you think?
Ooh, he's bye bye.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Yeah. Is he gone?
You got Karis LeVert.
Uh huh.
You got Garland.
Right.
Do you keep him or Rubio? And then you want to pay him? Then are you gonna have enough money, down the line to sign Evan Mobley and Darius Garland? And do you want to have that type of backcourt for the future? Mm, that's a tough one. I'm trying to think of a team.
So I seen a report that the Dallas Mavericks are interested in signing him, but if they sign him, do you think that the Cleveland Cavaliers match though? That's my question.
But I want to say would that work? But it just worked with Jalen Brunson. So
Man, don't talk about Jalen Brunson, man, because this dude got it. I still don't get the infatuation with Jalen Brunson. I still do not understand why teams, well, the New York Knicks was just ready to throw the bag at him. But go ahead.
well, I seen the report the Knicks trying to get Chris Paul and Westbrook.
What?
No, playing, man.
I was gonna say what? Hold on. We got some Adrian Wojnarowski stuff going on right now,
I was about to be the stupidest, dumbest lineup, smallest lineup ever. But
bro. They're gonna have the all three point guard, shooting guard, small forward, all 6'3" and below.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if Cleveland going to match that. I don't know. But then it's like, are you going to start him? You going to bring him off the bench? You going to start Dinwiddie? Like, I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, like I said, just worked with 110.
4 years, 110, bro. I
Man,
don't,
that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
bro. I don't get it.
I
Okay,
mean, he walks.
okay. He walked. I got another one for you. This guy, he just won a championship last week. Kevon Looney. What does he do?
He going to resign. He's
Okay.
going to resign like he probably get that if it's still available. Remember last year, like all the big men like Tristan Thompson and Ibaka, they were signing like that 2-year, $18 million.
Mm-hmm.
He probably get that 2-year, 20 or something. I can see him staying.
Okay. I got another big man for you. Brooklyn Nets. Nicholas Claxton. He's a restricted agent, so the Nets have the opportunity to match any offer that comes. Do they let him walk or do they match?
No, man, he's staying. He's going to stay. I can see them keeping him. He's young. He can hit the three. Now he probably can get more of an opportunity. He can, if my dream trade works. He can learn under Anthony Davis if that works. But yeah, they're gonna keep him.
All right, so we got a couple people who just tuned into the YouTube live, so we're gonna go back to your your dream trade scenario right now with the news about KD requesting a trade and the news that KD and Kyrie want to still play together somewhere. The initial reports were Phoenix Suns were the favorites to get KD, and now KD says, well, allegedly they still want to play together. For the people who are just tuned in, Fats, give them your dream trade scenario that is a possibility to happen.
We talked about this last week. Now we starting to see the reports. Kyrie for Russ and whatever moving parts that the third team make it work. Kyrie for Russ, Anthony Davis for Kevin Durant. It's got to be a lot of moving parts. I don't think the Nets want to do it, but you're not going to get no player better than Anthony Davis, especially if he's healthy. Because any player you name that's better than Anthony Davis is untouchable. And they don't have a teammate that you'd be like, you know what? We got enough to get KD. I don't think you do. And I can see Brooklyn, like I said, Ben Simmons, with AD and their pieces, it can work. You don't have to have Russ go to Brooklyn. You can, like I said, a 3-team deal. Let Russ get his own team. Let him go back to being Russ. You know, so my dream team is to see Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Durant on the same team. Make it happen.
Now we was talking about this beforehand. I kept telling you I just don't see that happening. Just because I just feel like there's just too many moving pieces, too many moving parts, too much salary going around. KD and Kyrie still wanting to play together. To me, that seems like fool's gold. Like it's just not gonna happen.
All right, so let me break it down to you.
Break it down like a fraction.
I'm gonna break it down like 2 plus 2.
Okay.
Um, AD,
Right.
Ben Simmons
Mm-hmm.
are clutch clients,
Okay.
right?
Right.
That's an easy conversation. Boom. Who is Kyrie Irving's favorite player of all time? Who is his role model?
Kobe Bryant.
So you don't think Kyrie want to play on that court that says 824?
I get what you're saying, Fats. I do. I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's the Lakers. Who's going to pull out all the stops? Jeannie Buss in the franchise. It's bigger than just basketball. KD, all your business ventures, they're going to get amplified in LA. LeBron, remember Skip was calling Michael B. Jordan, right?
Right.
But what did LeBron deliver? A ring.
Right.
So I'm just saying, like, it makes a lot of sense. The only knock is what people going to say because of Kevin Durant played with Steph and LeBron. But does it make sense? Does it make sense basketball-wise? It makes a whole bunch of sense. And any team you try and pair Kyrie and Kevin Durant with, what is that team left with? Y'all basically Brooklyn Nets 2.1. I mean 2.2. Like it's not like you can't pair. Maybe the Heat. I don't think that's gonna work.
No.
You can't pair Kyrie and Kevin Durant currently with another superstar. You can't. But you can with the Lakers.
I want look. The fan in me is saying yeah, but the pessimist in me is saying hell no, it ain't gonna work, man. I just okay. Let me ask you. Let me ask
You
you this.
think Adam Silver? You think Adam Silver gonna nix it?
Oh no, he ain't got no control over
All
it.
right, but listen. Think about the storylines. If it happens, they're in the same division. Opening night, who's playing?
Oh, Lakers and Warriors.
Who's playing on Christmas?
Lakers and Warriors.
Who they gonna? Everybody want to see what them in the conference finals.
That's gonna be the NBA Finals. Lakers and Warriors. They just gonna say
Yeah,
they gonna hell with the East and the West.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Is it possible to happen? Yes. Do I see it happen? It's a dream.
Well, you're not that far off because Brian Windhorst is still reporting that there's still a possibility. And to be quite honest, let me go ahead and give my Fats a round of applause real quick. I think it's a possibility because Kyrie opted in. I think that's what makes it a strong possibility that it's happening because I feel like they already had something working out because it's not a coincidence, man. It really is not a coincidence that
Nah,
Kyrie opted in, and then 2 days later, KD requests a trade, and then now there's all these running reports that KD and Kyrie still want to play together, but just not in Brooklyn. And then, of course, like the old saying goes, "Was there's smoke, there's fire." And all the initial reports that Kyrie wanted to play in LA, what I'm saying, for the Lakers, and the Lakers when he opted in are still trying to, make a deal happen. I feel like in backroom deals is going on right now. I feel like it's
you
due.
know it is.
I know the talks, but I just feel like the holdup is Russell Westbrook contract. I think if it wasn't for Russell Westbrook's contract, I think this deal would probably get done over the weekend. But like you said earlier, they have to find
But,
that
I,
that third team for
but
Russ.
yeah, but you also have to understand this is a contract that's expiring. So wherever team he goes to, he don't have to re-sign with them. The team don't have to sign him. So you already know when the trade deadline happens, outside of trying to get assets, what are team trying to do? Remove expiring
Expiring contract,
contracts.
right?
So Russ may go to a team and he may get traded just because of the expiring contract. You see what I'm saying? So that contract can be fixed easily because we could eat up this, bro. The Houston Rockets let John Wall sit for 47 million. You see what I'm saying? Then bought him out. So it's going to be a team that will pick Russ up. It's going to be a team. Hey, you can. I don't know why Jordan running. You can mess up another ball. You can throw in. You can throw in Charlotte.
Ooh, I think that's it right there. Charlotte as the third trade option. Hold on, let me get my list real quick. So these are some of the teams with the most money. Well, before today, the Knicks with 33 million, the Spurs with 32 million, the Magic with 27 million, the Pacers with 25, and the Pistons with 24. I think
Let
it's
me
a,
ask you this.
I think it's a more realistic option that the Pacers get in on this 3-team deal.
And you know what's so crazy about that? You think they're gonna sign Michael Bridges back? Probably so. But you got Rozier. You can move Rozier.
Yeah. And of course, Westbrook is a Team Jordan guy, so of course there's that option as well, with that little caveat too in there as well. Um, but hey, Fats man, listen, if KD and LeBron get to play together, what in the hell are their fan bases gonna do?
You're gonna see them in the field running real slow. They're gonna be hugging.
Are we gonna get like some Crips and Bloods truce situation?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like because think about it. A lot of people who don't like Kevin Durant is not because on the court. A lot of people probably don't like LeBron on the court, but they know it makes all the sense in the world for them to play together. It's like almost LeBron going to how Kevin Durant went to the Warriors. Imagine LeBron in that Warriors system. But you give LeBron, you think about it, he's never, ever in his career had two complete dogs. He's never had that. You go down the line. Kevin Love wasn't a dog like that. Chris Bosh wasn't a dog like that. You can say Westbrook was a dog, but it didn't work. But Kyrie's a dog, and he can shoot, and he's clutch. Kevin Durant is a dog. He can shoot, and he's clutch. So imagine LeBron getting knocked for he draw a double, he throws it to Danny Green. Imagine LeBron drives now. He gonna dunk. Because you ain't gonna leave Kyrie and Kevin Durant open. You're not gonna do that. It's like it makes all the sense in the world for this to happen. A lot of people won't like it because they know what the NBA is gonna be like the next 3 years.
Trouble, trouble, trouble. Oh, if this actually happens and it goes through, okay. So we got the hypothetical situation going on. Give me a realistic situation because for me, I just honestly and truly just don't see them two continuing to be able to play together. Like the package that the Nets are gonna have to get in return is gonna have to be superstar quality. So I get
Anthony
so
Davis.
I get the Anthony Davis. They have to get him back in return, right? And then you got the
All right,
bit.
let me ask you this. What do you think the Brooklyn Nets what do you think they can get for Kyrie? They're not getting back a superstar.
No, but for KD they are.
Exactly. So what do you think? That's my whole point. Like you don't have to have Russ, but he still can do something for you. But that pairing of Ben Simmons And Russ is kind of like Bron and Russ. They both need the ball. Bron can shoot way better than Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons don't shoot. So that's why it wouldn't make sense for Russ to go to Brooklyn. But you can package him. You can package him. What if you package him and you get Rozier back with the Brooklyn Nets? Now you got Ben Simmons, Rozier, Joe Harris, Anthony Davis, and Claxton. That's a nice starting five.
I tell you what. I tell you what, Fats.
Come on now.
KD, Kyrie come to LA. You can go ahead and get my ring right now. Size me up today.
I'm buying my hats.
You can size me up today in this joint.
Yeah.
Man, look fast. Don't get me excited, man. No, it's the first
Hey,
day of free
nah,
agency, man.
come on
Don't get
now.
me excited,
Hey,
man.
that Rozier looks scary, don't it?
Man, don't
Come
get
on now.
don't get me
Brooklyn, I'm telling you, Brooklyn's like a top three team now.
don't get me excited.
It's healthy. It's healthy. People just forget about Joe Harris.
Oh, I got another free agent signing for you, Patty Mills. I thought he would look good with the Milwaukee Bucks. I think that would be a great pickup for them to play behind Drew Holiday. But I tell you what though, I tell you what, and I know this is just me being a fan right now. If KD and Kyrie team up with LeBron, Patty Mills coming too.
So he didn't sign with the Bucks.
Ooh, Patty Mills?
He unrestricted right now.
Yeah, Patty Mills is unrestricted.
Yeah, he can get that Kendrick Nunn money that he stole.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, he stole that money.
Bye.
He stole it.
Matter of fact, Taylor Horton Tucker, bye. You can go too.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a cape because he can super go bye bye.
Bye. You can go too. If your name
Yeah,
ain't matter of fact, here I help you out, Fats. If your name ain't LeBron, bye.
exactly.
Bye.
And guess what you can get? You can trade Tucker THT for what? Some shooting, or some defenders. You need in that lineup. You have to get a defender, a post defender, and a wing defender. That's all you need. That's all you need because you got the buckets, especially like a 3-and-D guy. And just a center, you do some rebounds, run the floor, block some shots. That's all they need.
Oh my goodness, man. You man, listen, Fats. We get ready to get on up out of here. But before we do, man, I appreciate you coming on to talk a little free agency talk for about 30 minutes out of the day. Talked about the KD and Kyrie. We talked about the DeJounte Murray trade. I don't know what the San Antonio Spurs are doing right now. I don't know if Pop even knows what the hell he's doing right now. Um, we talked about the free agency moves that are going on right now. Did any of the moves that went on today shock you? I think the only one that shocked me, well, no, not really. No. Did any of the moves shock you today?
Well, Jalen Brunson, like I feel like the mass probably gave him like that 85 to 100, but it was a money grab. But it just doesn't make no sense for New York. It doesn't to me. It just like New York. The one thing where they keep failing on star power. Like Jalen Brunson, he may become an all-star, but
No,
Julius Randle was an all-star. But where's the superstar at?
no,
I'd really rather got Westbrook. Like to be honest, but it's no star quality.
no,
Like when was the last superstar? It was Melo. So
no, no.
and Bradley, yeah, and the last thing I'd say is Bradley Beal, but he won his bag. He ain't
Oh,
chasing the rings.
man, listen. The Bradley Beal is the Eastern Conference Dame Lillard, and I don't understand it. But you know what? I'm gonna say, stay, get your money.
Dame, yeah, get your money. But Dame, at least Dame got a lot of playoffs behind him. Made it to a conference final, so
That's true.
I ain't mad at that. So, yeah, he's gonna be stuck there because now, you could have when people were saying Portland, I'm like, Kevin Durant's not going to Portland. Number one is y'all didn't draft him number one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna go to the team that didn't select me number one. And how in the world can y'all even get Kevin Durant? Who y'all got?
No,
They ain't got nobody.
nobody.
So
Nobody.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Dame, he's gonna just be stuck with that bread. And hey, like I said, get your money. But the only one was probably Brunson. Like, because not the fact that he got paid. It's like the Knicks. What are y'all doing?
Is this Brooklyn Nets situation, bro? Is this the worst thing we have ever seen? And what I mean by that is it has so much potential to be a great little 3 to 4 year run, and it has potentially ended in them only reaching the conference semifinals, and they really didn't reach the conference semifinals because Kyrie got hurt. James Harden was hampered, so it was KD versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And then next year, this year, they go out. They don't even win a single damn game in the playoffs. Is this the worst, like, put together quote unquote
Experiment.
super team that we've ever seen? Because this stuff was just a disaster altogether.
Yeah, but people can say, well, what about the Lakers this year? Okay, I get that. I get it. But the way it happened, like I said, the locker room, management. But why it's so crazy is all three of the superstars would not be in Brooklyn. It's crazy that this has to be like for two. Just think about it. Two of the superstars, James Harden and Kevin Durant, requested a trade. Basically, Kyrie did too. So all three of them requested a trade. So like it's something that we don't know because it's no way. Like I get James Harden with the Kyrie thing, but Kyrie, all right, well we don't want you. But now Kevin Durant, like bro, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this. Like I get breaking up, like all right, Kyrie he a free agent, he signed somewhere else. But for all three to get traded in one season,
One
basically,
season.
this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's the
One
craziest
season.
thing. But like it's still some light at the tunnel.
What?
Like,
What?
huh?
What light? I don't see that, bro. That light that's dim. Ain't no lights. Ain't no lights at the
Well,
end of that tunnel.
no. You sometimes you have to just remove the superstars and rebuild, and you still can get some at least one superstar to pair with Ben Simmons. Now it's pressure off of Ben Simmons because he ain't got to play with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. It's going to be him and AD's team if that happens. So there's light at the tunnel because
All
we
I
don't
know.
think
All
if
I
if
know.
if healthy, if healthy, do you think unless Ben Simmons don't choke, you think they're gonna get swept next year if
Dep-
healthy?
that's kind of hard because it depends on who the matchup is. But but but
Boston Celtics.
but
Boston Celtics.
I will go out on a limb and say no because I feel like if they can get swept with KD and Kyrie, they for damn sure can get swept with Ben Simmons and AD.
If AD is AD, he's gonna get one by himself.
Well, people thought that
AD
about KD as well, though. People thought KD can get one by himself.
because the matchup. So let's insert Boston. They have no one for Anthony Davis. Jason Tatum kind of canceled out Kevin Durant. Marcus Smart played amazing defense on Kyrie. They drew doubles and all that. You're gonna have to draw some doubles on Anthony Davis.
Hold on,
And if he does,
let me cut you off real quick. So, Stephen A. Smith reported that Kyrie Irving is telling everyone he plans on going to LA as soon as he possibly can.
let's
So,
go. Let's
so
go.
let me ask you this: if it's a situation where they can't get both, who do they get? Because now both of them are available, right? And if they're trying to seek trade partners for both of them, but no team can, let's just say no team can make it work. Who do they say? Okay, we can't get both of y'all. We'll just get one of y'all. Who do they get?
I would love to see KD and LeBron because we've never seen it on the NBA floor. But if they don't get Kevin Durant, you still got Kyrie, LeBron, and AD. AD is the key. He's got to be healthy. If AD is healthy with Kyrie and LeBron, they're the title favorite. Near top two, if not one.
So,
So I'm saying,
also, I just want to make it clear, and I posted this in the Beyond the Game group today as well. If KD gets traded, and I told you this earlier, if KD gets traded, I don't want to hear nothing else from Kevin Durant fans about LeBron James hopping from team to team to team. I don't want to hear it no more because KD's doing the exact same thing. This brother's even requested a trade to get up out of Brooklyn.
I
But
mean, now he wants to go to Miami.
who went to Miami a long time ago? Who went to Miami about 10 years ago?
LeBron, Ramon James.
Oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. But hey, Fats, I hope this trade works out. Please, please, please let it work out. Let me get all of that in there. Let me get all of that. Please let this trade work
Hey,
out.
hold on. I know anybody go off the phone. I can't wait if it happens to Beyond the Game comments because the KD fans, what are they going to be talking about now?
That's
Because
what I.
who cares? Talk about is on the same team. What else
That
we talking about?
that's exactly what I'm waiting on. I am waiting on
It's
this
strictly,
trade to happen so I
bro.
can
It's
sit back
strictly,
and have to watch these KD fans have to be LeBron fans because they got to play with LeBron.
bro.
I just
What
can't wait.
argument is it now? Oh, now it's strictly this Lakers team versus the Bulls or the Warriors. Like, y'all, it's no argument now. Nets and six. No, no. We're not gonna say
They
that.
can no longer say anything else about LeBron James because it's going to be detriment to their own team, and I can't wait. I can't wait. But you know what though? You know what though? They're gonna find a way because let LeBron come up short in the game. Let LeBron come up short in a
Hey,
series. Watch what happens.
but
Watch
guess
what
what?
happens.
Hey, listen, that's fine. As long as they're hosting that trophy, that's all I care about. I'm trying to get 6 and 7. I'm trying to
Listen,
get 5, 6 and 7.
listen,
That's all I'm trying to say. I
listen.
don't care. Y'all can hate. Y'all can yes. Kevin Durant probably is going to be the best player on the Lakers next year. He's probably going to lead them in scoring, and
Hey,
I'm fine with that.
do you think LeBron knows what's going on?
Yes.
Do you think he knows already what's about to happen? But of course, obviously he can't. Well, not like LeBron would say anything, anyways. But do you think he's just sitting back like, yeah, I already know what's happening. I already know what's about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And bro, hey, didn't I predict it though?
You did.
This is a possibility.
You
I'm
did.
telling you, and it's scary. But like I said, we don't know. The, the thing is, you don't know when it comes to Kevin Durant his next move. But one thing we do know, he can be persuaded. You don't know when it comes to
Oh yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
His last two situations, he got persuaded. Kyrie's like, "You coming with me to Brooklyn? Hey, Kevin Durant, we need you. We can't beat this man.
Uh,
We need you."
oh. Then I think about it. You brought this up earlier in the show. KD is at his best when he is not quote unquote the feature, meaning that when the Golden State Warriors, he was at his best when all the attention it's a Steph's team. Look,
Yeah.
Draymond's the
Like,
leader. So KD, you just come in and do what you do.
just who? Just
So
who?
so if he goes to LA, he doesn't have to worry about being the leader. He doesn't have to worry about, all that other stuff. LeBron is gonna be and do all of that. He's just gonna get to hoop. And that's when we see KD at his best, when he is allowed to just hoop and not have to worry about all that other ancillary stuff. So
Yeah. But this think about this. The NBA does not want KD to go there.
I know they
The
don't.
Nets, the Nets do not want
Nope.
Kyrie and KD to go there.
Nope.
But you're not gonna get no other player that's better than Anthony Davis. You're not.
But
You're
see,
not gonna get right. You're not gonna get a better player than him.
the fact the thing is that Brooklyn is in the catch-22, right? Do we trade him to the Eastern Conference and keep him over here and we got to deal with him 4 times a year? Or do we send him out west to a contender and don't have to worry about it at all?
But where are they gonna go? Who are they gonna get?
Man, Chet Holmgren.
That's what I'm saying. Like who are they gonna get?
Chet
Like
Holmgren.
okay, all right. Look, hypothetical. He goes to Miami. They're gonna have a tough time beating Boston. They're gonna have a tough time beating Giannis. It's
Mhm.
like you're gonna have a tough time any team you go to because you're losing assets. So that when you go to that team, you got to lose your assets. You got to lose a Tyler Hero, a Duncan Robinson, a Bam. You got to lose that, and you got an old Kyle Lowry. All right, you got Victor Oladipo. We don't know how his body going to hold up. Playoff time, who knows what can happen with that Nets team? I mean, that Heat team. But it just doesn't. Him going into the Heat doesn't put them over the edge.
No, it does not.
Like
No, it does not.
even if he goes to Boston, I don't think Kevin Durant wants to go to Boston. Kyrie's like, nah, bro, you don't want to go there. But then you have to give up Jaylen Brown. The pairing of Jason Tatum and KD, that's dope. But I don't know how far they can go. I just don't know. So then I don't even know if Boston will make that move because KD's about to be 34.
Ah, man. Patty Mills.
KD's
Patty Mills
34.
agreed to come back to Brooklyn. 2 years, $14 million. Boo.
Yeah, see, I I see it. But like I'm saying, like if he goes to Boston, why mess up this pairing that just made it to the finals and they all both of them under 25?
Yeah.
Keep them together. I mean, unless you in win now mode, but they already in win now mode. They was just in the finals,
Uh,
and most of them thought they was gonna win it.
Marvin Bagley has agreed to a 3-year, $37 million deal with the Pistons.
That's a good pickup. They looking nice. Pistons. They're gonna be a team to watch this year.
Ooh, another another rumor. They didn't say who are the players involved, but Miami has submitted an offer for Donovan Mitchell.
I like that move
Ooh, ooh, wee,
because I think I the reason why I like that move, you don't have to give up Bam or Jimmy Butler.
ooh, wee. Yeah,
I like that move because if the Heat gonna want, I mean the Nets gonna want Bam. So I like that move.
mm. Yeah, so that's all the free agency moves that we got going on for right now. Man, the big news out of the NBA today, which was KD requested a trade. Me and Fats both agreed that all of this was calculated and planned out and thought out by Kyrie and KD. They pulled the wool over Brooklyn's eyes. I believe they thought Kyrie was opting in. You know what? Or maybe Brooklyn was in on this. Maybe Brooklyn was like, okay, Kyrie, you opt in, and we'll find a trade partner for you and KD. So maybe
Yeah,
Brooklyn was in on it as well, already knowing that they weren't going to stay.
exactly. Imagine, even though they brothers, imagine how Draymond and Katie been throwing jabs at each other. Oh, we can't do it with you. What other way to stick it to the Golden State Warriors to join to play this team 4 times and just blow them out every time?
Ooh, please,
What ain't that a
basketball
way to stick
gods,
it to them?
please let this happen.
Yeah, that's a way to stick it to Golden State. Like, all right, y'all won. Let me go to LA and just smack y'all. And put an end to the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah,
Imagine that. You
imagine
got two with
that.
them, and then if y'all win three, who knows how Clay's body gonna hold up in 3 years, the next 3 years, or Draymond, because Draymond, he's kind of declining right now.
Listen,
They still
bro.
got Dylan Paul Wiggins, but like,
Listen, bro. So for the people who are gonna watch this on YouTube, or people who gonna listen to this on podcast, I want to make one thing clear because I keep praising KD coming to the Los Angeles Lakers. People, I'm praising KD coming to the Lakers because I want to see what Lake KD fans are going to say throughout the whole entire season when they have to cheer for a LeBron James team. That's what I want it to happen. Like, of
you
course,
know, what's so crazy.
of course,
Hey,
KD
but you know what's so
is a
crazy?
phenomenal talent, a phenomenal basketball player, and he's going to be great. But I want KD to come because I want to see the look on all these KD defender faces when they have to
Hey,
root for a LeBron James team.
yes. And you know what's crazy? Even though I said it can help improve his legacy because he can probably get 4 or 5 chips, then you look 10, 15 years from now, his resume stacks up with the all-time greats. One thing people always going, LeBron fans always going to say, "Hey, you had to join LeBron James, buddy."
You had to join LeBron James in order to get your 3, 4, and 5
Hey,
chips.
but look, observe how crazy it is. You was up. Look, we KD fans. We just when y'all go at LeBron, we have to come back. But we ain't knocking KD's game. But
Mm-hmm.
you had a 73-9 Warriors team up 3-1, and y'all lost that league. Then you join them. Then you get swept and join LeBron James.
What?
What are we talking about? Oh, but like, yeah. But I still think KD they gonna do their thing. But right now, it's gonna be some trash talk.
Yep. Yeah, and I can't wait. I'm here for it all. I'm here for it all. But we get ready to get on out of here. Fats, I appreciate you for stopping by, tuning in. Everybody who is listening right now, make sure that you go subscribe to the Beyond the Game YouTube channel at KY Beyond the Game.
Yeah.
If you can't, let's sit down and watch us on YouTube. You can subscribe or download the app on the on your Amazon Fire Stick at KY Beyond the Game. And of course, you can download the Beyond the Game app on your iPhone or Android by typing in KY Beyond the Game, all one word, in the Google Play Store or the App Store. Well, Fats, man, it's been another real one for Let Us Talk 2.0. Of course, we're going to have to get back on here, do some more NBA talk when the NBA trades is starting to happen. And once we figure out what the heck is happening with KD, we're going to have to get back on her and see what's next for the future of our Los Angeles Lakers. But, Fats, I appreciate you kicking it with me, bro.
Guys, appreciate it. Hey, everybody go support my guy.
Hey,
Subscribe to everything. Let's support him, man.
everything,
Let's
everything.
keep
We get ready to
building
get
it
on
up.
up out
Let's
of
go.
here. But as usual, I want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We up at this thing, y'all. Peace.
All right.